good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Wait, that wide, 80. 56. Right here. Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. He'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bravo. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's going to let this go deep for... It got his man complete. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New Orleans. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hold on.
At the 46-yard line.
Value three.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Kill. We're good. 54. Mike, 54.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Showing it. Value 1.
They'll run for it with counter. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Brady now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Undercut. Ozzy. 25. Check 25. Hey, Delta. Hey, second.
Brady will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
Again, it's Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Waiting hit. Watch the slam. Watch the slam. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Rip.
On first down, Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check your hot read. Regular.
On second and 12, Brady. It's caught, Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Hey, 66. Get that ball.
On second and 9, Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jordan Phillips. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Check 50, check 50. Jim, value 3.
On first down, it's gone. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run on first down. Connor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside. They didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. There he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Value 3, value 3.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he hits his man, Matthews. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6. Sugar.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Watch the whip. Switch.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, Alpha. 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. 72.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm going to run you over. Louis. Watch the eye.
Back to throw. Gone. It's caught by Jackson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You go.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He'll try and run for it with Connor. Oh, spinning away. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check safety.
Right back to Connor here on first. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Let's see what you got. Slam.
Goff on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not.